And we're live from Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt tonight, so definitely a different look for some of these drivers. As I actually about missed this broadcast, I zoned out. Forgot, I thought it was 8:30 for grid time, but I will pull up the starting grid here for these drivers. So first, it will be Doug Newbigin, second, Stu Leslie, third, Joey Okapin, fourth, James Nelson, fifth, Michael Garone, sixth, Zachary Hockemeyer, seventh, Clinton Sneed, eighth, Matthew Ayla, ninth, Brian Knoll, 10th, Gabriel Ellison, 11th, Doug Denise, 12th, John Peel, 13th, Anthony Thurber. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a connection issue, possibly. Let me do a speed test. I didn't stream for, God knows, like 4 days, I think, because I have upgraded my PC. I got fed up, and I went full water cooling, so that's why I wasn't, there for a couple of days. Sorry if you all were wondering, where's this kid gone? That is evidently what had happened, as yes, that is what it is. Looks like I just have a bad connection currently to my router, so I believe it'll probably make it through the stream. I don't think we'll have any problems with it. It's definitely running. Actually, no, look, looks like it'll be fine. But that is the issue. That's pretty much what I thought it was, so hopefully it'll hold up for it. But tonight, this is going to be definitely interesting, too, because you don't really see a lot of drivers go on the dirt. It's kind of an interesting thing that we'll see here from tonight from them. Make sure I just have sound here. Yes, I do. Just want to make sure, because sometimes sound will not want to work. I'm just trying to make sure of that for you all. Yes, there is sound going through all of this. But we'll see if Newbigin, he's been a driver I definitely watch most of the time, it seems. Stu, kind of up there also. Not a bad driver either, so we'll have to be watching him here. As sadly, there are no really special camera angles for Bristol in this package. The dude hasn't updated them, so we kind of have just the packages so far. Actually, let me see in the folder for iRacing. Don't believe there. And we look at the Bristol. Let me try to find it here. I don't believe there is a. No, there's a Bristol. There it is. Oh, it didn't pop up for some reason, so I'll have to see why that was not wanting to go in there. It should have been showing it, but we don't have bad camera angles to begin with. So 100 laps here. Actually, they count these caution laps. I forgot. It's probably be about 90-ish, I say, when we get going green here. It'll be Doug. He'll lead him to green here. Stu Leslie on the outside of him. The 20 of Joey Okapin on the bottom, and the 75 of James Nelson. Some drivers who have not gridded yet. You got John Peel and Thurber. I believe those guys are probably not going to race in this one. I do the second race. Some drivers do tend to do that. There's no problem with that at all. I have a pizza popcorn stuck on my mouth. But green flag is going to be in the air real soon for Doug Newbigin. We're off and away. Who can throw it around this track the best? This is what's really going to come down to for these drivers. They're going to be hanging that rear end out, trying to get it sliding around the corner. See, a lot of people be making contact. Hit 75, ripping that wall, running that barrier best that he can. When it's really dark, that's where you really don't want to be. They're already 3 wide back here, though. 70 throws it in. Clinton Sneed's like, I don't want to be here. Let's see that 340 up. Doug Denise on the bottom, the 27 of Gabriel Ellison behind them. Looks like everyone's off to a pretty good start so far. Sorry, I clicked on somebody who was not there, evidently. Thought they were. 7 looks like he's pretty much gotten about a second and a half lead currently on Stu Leslie behind him. Stu's going to have to go catch him here real quick. You see Stu how sideways he gets his truck. He really wants that. He really wants to get it to turn as much as he can. That's what drivers are going to be doing the whole entire night here for sure. 70. The biggest move right now is the 70 of Brian Knoll. He is up 3 positions currently, trying to go under 29 of Michael Garone Jr. He will get that spot. Not yet. 29 puts down some power on the outside, goes right by the 70 again. 70's have to fight for that position if he wants it from him. And he's going at it. That 3 also, you can just see. Actually, we'll go on board. Let me just show you how these guys throw their truck through the corner here. you there how much wheel they're trying to put into it to get it to turn. They're really trying to get that rear moving, but at 7, he is ripping that wall up. You see where it's getting just a little bit darker up there. We'll rear chase with him. See where he's running. Look at right there is where there's almost no grip in there. And there's no grip on dirt to begin with, but that's where you really don't want to be up into. But these guys, looks like Stu's kind of broken out. 70 finally gotten past the 20 of Joseph Okapin. 3 and the 40 really haven't moved. Biggest losers so far is Clem Sneed and Matthew Ayla, along with Joseph. They all lost 3 positions. Not a fine start to their race. It's kind of a one. It's like I kind of want to be at the start of this. I want to get it done and over with. I'm going to not blame them. I'm not a dirt racer, but I just watch for these guys. At 70, he's pulling out to a lead. About a 3-second lead now. At 29, he's kind of having to hold off that 70 behind him. He's like, I don't want you behind me, man. Please go away. Please go away. I don't want to be near you. Everybody right now is running pretty solid. We got the 31 down low. I mean, he must have spot. Yeah, he hit the wall. So we can go back and see what happened to him. He hit it somewhere. See where he smacked that wall. You can see the right side of his truck damaged, so he definitely hit it a little bit earlier. Not sure when. I want to see. But yeah, he just jumped to the pits while I'm looking back. So it's up here somewhere. Like he probably just had it bite on him and it went right into the wall. If I had to guess, see what happens. Where is it going to bite? It's going to bite somewhere. It's like it might have been there he got that damage. I don't know how he got that there. Surprising, but Doug, he's about a 4-second lead now over these guys. At 70, he's got a truck that he wants to go compete up here with. As I will fix this when I get a chance. Just need to reboot my computer and evidently rip out something. That's the way y'all are seeing all of this stuff happen. I'm very sorry about that. Guys, come on. Actually, let me turn this back down. I think it might be something else here. So let me. As I do not want to have to be seeing all of this stuff, but that is an internet thing. It's just, you know, when you just get a bad connection, sometimes that will randomly happen. Could switch over to Wi-Fi if I needed to, but I don't really need to just yet. Kind of sudden sprouts of it, I will have a chance to fix it after this race for sure. But that 27, he's gotten damage out of nowhere. I don't know where he's got that from, but he's evidently gotten into the wall. What drivers want to do. You see, yeah, having some connections, but I can't fix that right now currently. If I did, it would be a very bad thing to try. This is getting definitely my nerves, though, for sure. Let me save this file here. So if I do have a caution, I can definitely do it really quickly. Tuesday. Just looking at something. I spelled Tuesday wrong. At 7, he's got almost 5-second lead over these guys now. Oh gosh, it's getting annoying. Make sure I do not have anything else trying to. I can't look at anything else actually. Yeah, he's about to lap the 88 of. That's not the 88. Yeah, sorry, that is the 88. Just stamped as a 3 this race. The 88's having some trouble getting around this track for sure, and I don't blame him. Kind of like me, I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of hoping that everything will work for me here. He's trying to go to that wall also. At 7, you can see his actual tail hitting it, but that's not. He's actually not touching it, but to me, it looks like that he is. Of course, he's staying far away from it. These guys are kind of in a pack here. The 29, 20, 75. They did not clear the 40. 40 makes contact with him. No damage for either of those drivers. That's how dirt is. You can't really control where your truck's going half the time. You're just like, I don't really know what to do at this point. He's trying to work on that 75. I think that's the 40s. Struggling just a little bit on the bottom with his grip, though. So it's going to a little bit of a struggle for him for sure. Yes, that's what it is. I have a crappy connection. I'll switch over the Ethernet port to something else. Sadly, I do not have time to do that right now. So we are seeing these random frame drops of nowhere. Actually, there they go again. I'm actually turn the bit rate down for you all. That might help me. It might hurt you all, but this will definitely help me with that. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I believe that probably did help me. Them right there. So you see the quality go down a little bit on YouTube if you're watching it, just barely. That 7, he's just been having fun. Looks like the 31. I'm surprised he's in pit road for this long. He's been in there for about 5 minutes currently. 7, you can see he actually does have rear damage from how high he's been getting on that wall. He's definitely not touching that wall though. So ignore the sparks that you see coming from his truck because he is getting nowhere near it, however. Just trying to get up as high as he can. The wall at 20 has some heavy front end damage. Look at that. Man's definitely gotten into the wall a little bit here. And don't blame him at all. He's smacking it down. 83's got some damage on the right side, but drivers, you're just going to have to, I mean, that's what you have to do with the dirt. Your truck's probably not going to look like it did when it came off the trailer. And if it does, you haven't been driving very well. You've not been really testing how much you can get up on that wall for sure. We got somebody's crashed here. What has happened? Oh, no, I'm not sure why they said wrecked. It's like, I guess they just got too sideways for iRacing. iRacing thought that they'd wrecked there, but evidently they had not. But I'm not sure how long these guys can go on their fuel run. That's kind of a mystery to me. And I'm like, I don't really know how long y'all can go. It's kind of like, what? For that. So we'll have to see how long they can go on their fuel for sure. So I actually max out both of those. That should help me here just a little bit. Biggest mover so far is Brian Knoll. 7 positions he's gained so far this race. So he pretty much started in the back. And he's like, I'm just going to drive up through this in the Roasted Gems coffee truck. But he's driving. But he's actually, he's into the wall there. Scrapes the wall. Might as well take it down with him. And get Christian Roos over here to see if he can get that wall to move. That's what Christian's life goal is. He wants that wall to move no matter where it is. I can't really get to move though, sadly. Oh, we got the 3. Don't overcorrect it now. Thought he was going to make his truck snap on him, but luckily he didn't. We got Stu, who's come down. Actually, he didn't want to come down pit road, but evidently he will be coming down here now. He about loops it. They're going pit early, so maybe these guys will have to pit 3 times here. I'm not completely sure how it will go, but he'll probably go down maybe 2 to 3 laps here under the 7. It's the way that 7's running right now. He's kind of like, yeah, I'm just hanging it out here. What you want me to do, really? 40 and the 7. 40's really getting up there. He's moved up 6. Second biggest mover behind Brian. But Brian, he's went under the 83 of. Oh. Thought he was. Forgot the 83 had just came down pit road, so he's gonna have a little bit better tires than everybody else. I wouldn't think that really matters at this track, but it surprisingly does. You can see the difference every now and then when it does show up. As I did not mean for that to pop up on my screen. Sorry about that. That never happened, hopefully, for you all. But I can't go back and change that now. So we'll see how Doug is running this track compared to the other Doug, Doug Denise. So we'll just go from Doug to Doug here. gosh, that thing is snapping on him. Go to Doug Denise now. He gets into the wall there. When you hear the tires like that kind of pick up out of nowhere, that's actually them just breaking loose up under these guys. They don't have any traction. It's just the wheels spinning at that point. 29, he's gonna, oh, that's way too sideways. I thought he was gonna head down pit road there for half a second. He was aiming down that way for sure. Come on. A quick remedy for that as a 40 almost makes contact with the 75 of James Nelson. Doug, he's about lapped the whole field at this point. 5 people, well actually 4 people left on the lead lap. That is not including him, of course. So he's had his way with this track so far. He's about to lap the 75 of James Nelson here, probably with him. This next corner, the way he's driving right now for him, he's having his time right now. He's not having to really worry about anybody else currently. He's just hanging it out there. He's kind of in a weird spot. He's like, I got 2 people. I got to split. He's gonna go in the middle of the 29. They're actually gonna put the 29 in the wall. 8 tires turn better than 4. '70 kicks it loose. While these guys are pretty much not going to do green flag pit stops here, I'll roll the rest of the ads that I had to play before. Had to get in here pretty quickly. As while we were under commercial break, there was a caution thrown. Looks like Gabriel. Oh, what the heck happened to that truck there? Gabriel Ellison and Doug Denise crashed. I believe it may start with the 40 up here. Have to see. So I have to see. And I actually do have a fix for this issue that we're having here right now. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Looks like the heat-seeking missile. Yep, up into the 40. I can already see it happening. Hits the 40. Just try to get in that corner really aggressive, and that sends both those guys around. Nothing really can be done to avoid that. It's just dirt track. As at 29, he's going to get into it also. Has nowhere to go. That will bring out the first caution tonight. We're pretty much going to split this race in half. Everybody's probably going to stay on the track, at least get a wave around, then come down the pit road. Fix any optional that they could possibly have. I know the... See, Doug, he didn't lap everybody else, so he's actually going to be in a hard position now. Well, he's probably going to be in a hard position the way he's been driving. I think he should be able to get by these guys pretty easily. But... okay, while these guys are under caution, then I will actually go and fix this issue here now that I have. And it'll be very, very quickly for all, but I'm going to probably actually, we'll see. Guys, no, I got to wait now. These guys are coming down pit road. Don't want to be missing that. I think I can actually fix it. Let me see if I don't have it pulled up on. I have it pulled up on that monitor. I'll actually do it to the side here. Let me actually... we'll have to wait. But you see the 70 can't get into his pit box. He's like, oh, I can't get in there. Stu decided to stay on track. I think he's getting a wave around also for these guys. So I don't think that he's really benefiting from this at all. 7, he did come back down pit road. Probably just fixing any optional damage that he had. Which... isn't a bad option. No, it's early in the race. Might as well fix what you can. But yeah, he will be in the lead. But I will roll these ads now, and I will get this very quick fix done. as we are back here, sorry, we might have missed just a little bit of that. I think I have probably the issue fixed finally, so I won't have to worry about that if I actually see if I can load cameras in really quick. As it looks like, doesn't look like there is a file for these cameras here, but we didn't. I don't think we missed anything. Actually, as soon as we get back, there's another caution. Joseph Okupin. Let's see what happened to him. 20. Something happened here. He must have crashed somewhere. Yeah, he just got way too sideways, couldn't do anything. He just decides to lock it down and slowly go to the bottom of the track, whips it back around. That does bring out a caution here. Don't believe these guys will probably come back down the pit road again. I really don't see any of them doing it here. As evidently when I closed my Ethernet port, it decided to say, oh yeah, you don't have a connection to anything. So that's why we did miss just a little bit of it. That was kind of annoying. Yep, so that's what it was. So the issue is fixed. That's not really something I can see until the actual race starts most of the time, sadly. What you saw there was just a little bit of a or iRacing more than anything. Yeah, so it's fixed now, so. But as my Steam, you have to be kidding me, Steam. As just ignore that too. Apparently I didn't log out of Steam when I went to do this. I don't know how I forgot that. 83, he missed. Actually, just doesn't matter. Doesn't really even matter if you missed your pit stall here, if I'm being honest with you. Like you can slide through it if you need to. But all these guys are under caution. I will give myself a chance to log out, or actually put myself away on Steam. There we go. Been a little bit since I've done this, so I'm definitely messing up every now and then. I'm gonna bring in the 7 of. Actually, I don't want to see. Cannot see the pace car. The light's off on it. No, I don't want it because Bristol's such a short track. The cautions just go by so fast. I don't want to bring him in. Then it has to go green on him immediately. So we probably won't be able to get any driver interviews, just knowing how short of a track Bristol is. If I were to drag anybody in, it'd literally be like a quick conversation. Like, all right, we got to go back green. I'm like, well, that's not even worth it. So I'm not going to bring anybody in, of course, sadly for you all. I'm not get to see Doug, the man who's been dominating tonight so far, in the booth. So, yeah. Evidently, yeah, that's what it was. So we are fine now. I'll just have to remember that whenever that does happen, that is what I need to do. But Bristol, it's actually, for me, it's actually a local track, which is kind of a cool thing. Maybe let me get you all back up to the bit rate that it should be. There we go. I live, think about an hour away from it. I'm not very far, maybe even under an hour if I had to say. So it's definitely a local track. I'm thinking about going to Bristol. Thinking about going to Bristol this year. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to or not. I just don't know if I want to really. Kind of like it's a race that's up in the air. I was going to go last year. Actually, I had tickets to a dirt race this year, but I decided not to go. And I'm glad I did because they need to stop putting dirt on Bristol. But the 7 of Douglas Newbig, and he will lead them to green here. We'll have the 20 of Joseph Okupin. Sorry if I was calling you Joey earlier. Below him, but that 7, the night that he's had so far, he's been dominating pretty much the whole race. The 7, he looks like he has probably best looking truck so far with the least damage on the left side, at least. I guarantee his right side is probably scraped off. The driver's been using that wall just to help him turn a little bit better. So, it's up there. Might as well use it. Don't blame him for doing that either. I think 5's going to go in the air here real soon. The 7 gets a good start. A little bit past halfway in this race. They will go and race at. Actually, look up for you, but to see the 83 looks like he's trying to cut it low on that 20, not going to get the spot on it. As they will be at Chicagoland after this, so just sure of that. These guys back here kind of going at it a little bit. See the 49, Clint Sneed. That is not for a position though. The 29 is multiple laps down. As Michael Groen Jr. 83 shot down to the bottom. He doesn't want to hit the guy in front of him, but he might as well do it. That 70 is getting up on that wall as much as he can. He's actually using the wall to help him turn. He's trying to get to that 7. I don't know if that's allowed, but might as well test it. See if you can use the wall to help you turn. As it's, Kyle Larson tried it. Evidently didn't work for him, but actually is running faster as that wall's actually helping him. Outside of the 7, Douglas Newbigin. I got popcorn in my mouth. Douglas Newbigin, he's trying to get to the outside of him. Brian Knoll using that wall to help him turn. It's evident, and there he goes around, loops himself. Wall send him around. He will actually go down pit right. I don't believe that'll bring out a caution. He'll just spin it back on track. Hopefully, he doesn't smack anybody. He doesn't. But nope, that does bring a caution out here. So spin down pit road brings out the 3rd caution tonight. So not what we wanted to see for sure, but kind of driver's trying to get all they can. Went relatively green for the first half of the race. That's kind of like caution, caution, caution. Might as well open the floodgates for all of them if you have a choice. Why not do it? What these guys are deciding to do. I actually bring in the 7 now. I think these guys will probably be able to go to the end on fuel, so I don't think they have to really worry at all about that. Yeah, we'll bring. Stu stay out? Yeah, he did. Stu pitted on lap 43, no, right, 52. So he's just actually might come back down. I'm not completely sure. I have to see him. I don't even know what mind games these guys are playing with me. That and I'm half asleep, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't think Stu's coming down now. I think the only thing that I think would really help is that 7 got in a wreck and that really damaged his truck. Now yeah, it looks like he's definitely coming down. I think he's just doing this to fix most of the damage that he has on it. You can get a pretty good amount fixed under caution. I mean, well, actually, that's a lie. With this track being so small, you really can't get that much fixed, but you can get some of it fixed. It's just it's a hassle for sure. It's a hassle. It's like Stu will not come down pit road. So I want to believe that they can make it on fuel here. I don't think that any of them are going to be struggling on fuel. They all should be pretty much fine for it. Yes, there it is. I was looking for that. Yeah, some guys are just coming down. I think they may be topping off, just trying to go to the end on fuel here. Fastest lap of the race was a Douglas Newbigin. He set a 20.5 flat on the track. But nobody else has been able to get close to him so far. As that 3, oh no, he's about to loop himself. Or sorry, not 3. The 88's about to loop himself doing that. Got to be careful with that. I don't even really warm up your tires on a dirt track, to be honest with you. But I could see something completely different happen. iRacing's a very odd. It's a very odd simulator. People get mad if you say video game, and you know it kind of is. I don't really know what to say about that. But Stu, he will be the leader. I believe the 29 will get the wave around. Yeah, he's going to get the wave around here. So Michael Run, he will go from 4 to 3 laps down, as he's got to hope for a lot of cautions if he wants to move up from his position at all. That would be definitely very difficult if he does do that. But Stu Leslie, he will bring them to green here. The 75 of James Nelson on the bottom, the 20 and the 7 that is Joseph Okapin and Douglas Newbigin. Doug, he'll probably fly by these guys. Yep, green flag is in the air, but that 7's already trying to make his move, trying to put it 3 wide. He's going to make that move right off the start. He wants to get back up front, really running high. I'm surprised he's actually getting that high. I think what that's really letting him do, though, is kind of run it like an old, as you see drivers getting into the wall, trying to run it like an old Bristol where you can get that good run off the top. Or actually, is that old or new? I'm not completely sure. No, Bristol at one point you can really get that high line going. I think that's what he's really doing, getting the run, not really pinching down his speed. able to keep that throttle wide open on the exit of the corner for him. That's what he's really benefiting from. The 83 is holding his line, though, not really letting him get very easily. That 20 is going to get right to his bumper. The way that 7's been racing so far, I don't think anybody can catch in the 70. He's trying to make his way back up. You see these guys, their hands are always working here at Bristol. There's no letting your hands rest at all. You're always moving around. Yep, and the 70 goes around. It's Brian Knoll. That will bring another caution out. Just a self-spin there. I'll actually go on board to see what actually happened. I think your tires just completely lost grip for him. Yep, he just gassed it up. You hear him hit the throttle there. Just got a little too greedy in the corner, and it went around on him and loops it. I'm kind of surprised that they're throwing cautions for this. I think that wouldn't be one, but evidently it is. I believe I did see something about race control throwing cautions for incidents like this that happened. So, yeah. I mean, can't really blame them. They're staying true to their word currently. As somebody just blew up. Who was that? Somebody just went kaboom. Is that Matthew Ayla? Who was that? Or somebody's engine just blew up, or unless I'm hearing stuff. I'm probably hearing stuff. Who knows? That 40, he will get a lap back. That will put him on the lead lap now. I don't think anybody will come down pit road, so he'll probably be the only guy that will be on the lead lap. I don't think the 27, yeah, he won't get a wave around. That is Ellison. As I want to bring somebody in, but these caution laps are just so short. Really, no, I can't. All these guys are in a caution. I will actually go on a full commercial break, not a half one now. No, that I have everything fixed. As I just realized, none of those had sound. I'm messing up, evidently, a lot tonight. I'm sorry about that. Done in a while, I got a little bit rusty for sure. Actually, I will make sure that these are unlocked. Yes, they are now, so just testing that very quickly for you all. The 83, he will be the leader. The 7 of Douglas Newbigging, he will be on the bottom in second. Joseph Ogapin, he will be third. James Nelson, fourth. Clinton Sneed, fifth. Brian Knoll, he will line up sixth. Doug Denise, he will line up seventh. I believe he was the truck that got the wave around too. So he's gotten back on the lead lap, but that's pretty much where he's stalled out currently. See, we'll go on board with Stu here for the restart. You can see Doug just right by him. Just right by Stu Leslie right there. Doesn't even put up a challenge. We got the 75 around. That's going to bring out another caution. I believe he got hit by somebody else, too. I saw somebody else kind of hit him somehow. Whoa, that's not James Nelson. That is James Nelson. As he actually got sent around by the 70 of Brian Knoll. So not really nothing that James Nelson can do at that point, it seems. Kind of like can't do much in that position. 70 just kind of said, I feel like you're going around, so he kind of moved him, sent him around. Nothing he can do at that point. So there's really nothing that he could do either. It's not a joke either. Actually, see, I want to bring Doug and he pits. I'm just too nervous with this short of a track to start bringing in drivers to talk. Lord, I'll tell you what, college is wearing me out. Wearing me out. And I hate it so much. But there's nothing that I can do about that either. As I don't even know why I put in these plugins. And let me separate the audio. I don't even use them half the time. But I evidently made the choice to put them on for some stupid reason. Checking to make sure everything is running correctly. Don't want any leaks to kind of burst out of nowhere from this PC and shoot water everywhere, and that'll definitely cause it to overheat. It's actually the story with me not streaming for I think 4 days was so I got all the parts in and I put the wrong thermal pad in the wrong place. You're supposed to use a 1 millimeter thick thermal pad around the actual processor on the CPU. Put a 2 millimeter pad thinking, oh, this isn't going to hurt anything. I was completely wrong, and it wasn't making contact with the processor. And as soon as I got in there and tried to use it, it thermal throttled, and I'm surprised my PC didn't shut down from it. So I had to wait for the pad to come in today, replaced it, got it all together, and then it's where it's at right now. So it's evidently running fine. I'm looking at temperatures, and it's running a lot colder than what it was under load. The thing is, I'm going to be able to overclock this a lot, and I mean a lot. Now, of course, it's a closed loop, so when the CPU is getting hot, so is the water that's going to the GPU, so those will both heat up at the exact same time. Is the only bad thing about that, but I do have the fan curve set to something completely else, so I will be able to monitor that for sure. They might be going single file restarts here, possibly. Yes, they will. Actually, yep, looks like they are. So single, actually, I'm like, yeah, they're going single file restarts. I think that race control is like, yeah, most incidents are happening when drivers are getting side by side with each other. So we're just gonna eliminate the possibility of that, take out that potential factor that could arise from this. So new big, and he will lead them to green here. Again, Stu Leslie behind him. He gets a very good start, so he'll be fair behind them. You see the 20 kind of checking up a little bit. 70 almost gets into the back. I think he actually did make contact. The 20 almost hits the 83. Oh gosh, that 70 just swiped the bumper of Stu. Barely made it. See the 40 and the 49 are going at it. You see a lot of drivers definitely in the walk. Not at 40 of Doug Neese trying to throw it around. He is the almost newest tires out on the track, and he's got to be careful with that. A little bit too sideways. I'm surprised he didn't smack the wall being that sideways, but he makes it work to 83. Like, let's just hit the wall. I'm up here. Might as well go ahead and give it a little bit of a hug. Like, hey, how you want to do? How you doing there, bud? Oh, that's 75. I'm surprised he didn't hit Doug right there. That 70s, I think he's shown to be the car to beat in this race. I think he's actually repeated. Actually, I'm pretty sure that he has repeated. I don't think actually, I am sure he has repeated. I believe that he... I do know that he did repeat. That's what I'm trying to say. My words are not going very well through my brain at this point. But Doug, he came down pit road. I'm not sure why. Maybe spun and just kind of kept going. Oh, yep, he just spun into the barriers just a little bit, but he just kept going at the point. He's like, don't even throw a caution. But he is in the pits. Let's get off my screen. Bugs somehow getting in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Denise. I don't know why I'm saying Denise. Denise. Sorry about that. I've completely forgot about that. I don't know why I was saying Denise. It's Denise. Or, sorry. Denise. Jesus Christ. I can't speak at all. 7 of Doug. I'm surprised he's getting up on that wall, but Doug Denise. Got his name right that time. I don't know how I'm butchering his name. I keep on forgetting. Thank you for reminding me, John. Completely forgot until I was told. See, Clint Snead is kind of the last guy on the lead lap. Not running terrible, but that's 7. He knows how to get around this track. Evidently, he really knows how to get around it. He's just getting up there close. We're actually going to chase with him to see how close he is getting. Looks like sometimes the inner's low, sometimes the inner's high. He's got to be careful with that. Thought he wasn't going to make the turn. Thought he was going to put himself sideways doing that. Everybody currently is pretty much just spaced out in this race. Nobody's really gaining on each other. Nobody's really losing. You got somebody around. I heard somebody smack the wall. I'm not sure who that was. That was Doug Denise, possibly. Maybe 3 of 3. He's had a rough night. That's actually the 88 this race. You see the 3 in his truck, but it's not him. It's somebody completely, or sorry, that is him, but it's the different number. A stamped paint scheme that was stamped with a different number. Probably got that off of Trading Paints, if I had to guess. That is a place where you can get a lot of your paint schemes. I've noticed a lot of drivers. You know, I keep on noticing, look at Doug's rear end. So he's definitely using that wall to help him turn. See, he's just kind of got it beaten and battered a lot. So none of it's straight. Keeps on fixing it, and it goes and gets some dents in it. He's just been really posted against that wall, riding as best as he can. Probably been able to do this so far. He's been doing it pretty much the whole race. He's getting right up against that wall, basically as close as he can. He's kind of keeping some tires in that very, very dark area. You can see where it's kind of worn there on the track. That's when he gets into the wall. He goes 70, tries to close up on him. He's trying to gain more spots. I believe the 70 was probably, I think he was up to second at one point in the race. But he's had a good night so far. And he wants to get one more. Drivers are greedy. We want as many positions as we can get. We don't care what we have to do, as that 70 got loose. The 29, 75 kind of going at it. That's Brian and Michael Groen Jr. Michael's not for position, as we have a caution. Zachary Hockenmeyer has crashed. Let's see what happens here. Probably off the corner. Oh, yep, overcorrects. Yeah, just can't get the turn, just overcorrects. Loops it around there. Backs it in, and then just gets rolling again. No, normally if this was normal Bristol, you have a chance to save it, but it's dirt, so you don't really have that much control over your car once it gets incredibly loose. Some drivers kind of like, oh, I'm just going to hope and pray that this wheel will turn. Kind of like I don't know what to do. What do I do here, brothers? I cannot stop the car from turning, man. Bog jump. As I need to. I don't know why this is in here. Tell y'all, do not be a college athlete broadcasting and working the weekends, because it sucks. It is terrible. Our season started earlier than what it did also. So, well, we're actually doing off-season stuff earlier than what we did before. So it's, oh yeah, it's not fun at all. It's getting This now, if this was any other track, I'd be bringing drivers in, but this is just such a short track. This will actually probably make it a green-white checkered finish if I had to guess here. 7, he's definitely not going down pit road at all. He will be staying out. Well, actually, these guys are under caution. I'll roll these ads that'll have sound here for once in their life. These guys will go green here very shortly. I believe they'll probably go around one more time. So this will make it green-white checkered. I honestly see Doug. He's probably gonna take this one home. I think he's led almost every single freaking lap in this race. I think he's led all but 10 laps in it. So he's definitely earned the win tonight. Hopefully he does get it, as I about pulled my mic out of the arm. I don't know how I about did that, but I evidently about did. Luckily I didn't yank it out. Thank God. That would have been bad. Lights are off on the pace truck. Single file restarts is what they went to. They were doing double file, but they realized, this is kind of causing some issues, so they just went single file again. Not a bad choice by race control to do that, however. Don't blame them for making that choice there. Actually, no, they go single. Actually, we'll go double file. Thought they were going to stay single file, and I'm wrong. Let me know why I say anything half the time. So, as soon as it comes in my mouth, something changes. But, yeah, pace truck, yep, pulls off this time. There'll be a 3-lap shootout. We'll have to see if the 83 has anything for that 7. I don't think anybody has. The 7 gets a good jump. He is out and away from these guys. And 27 almost turns to 83. I think it might be the 7's race to lose currently, the way he's been running this whole entire night. He's not had anybody to face him. Pretty much who can get the 2nd? As that 3 trying to work it. Stu, yep, Stu's going to have to hold on to 2nd. These guys are going to be like, I want the position. I'm going to get it now. He's out on older tires, but luckily it's dirt, so you can kind of hold him off with a little bit of skill. That 75 knows going to be coming for it. A white flag is in the air. Douglas Newbegin, he's dominated the whole night. All that can be said. He's dropping the green flag to the checkered. He's been like, yeah, I'm just going to lead everything. Now I'm not worried about any of y'all. Using that wall to his advantage, really getting up on it. Like, yep, so he will win the first race tonight here at Bristol Dirt. Like, he finds this track so short, I don't even know when the checkers, or when the start-finish line is, but Stu Lasley, he will come 2nd, Gabriel Ellison 3rd. 5th is James Nelson. Sorry, 4th is James Nelson. 5th is Clinton Sneed. We got what is the 88 doing there? How did he manage to do that? Surprised. I want to see how he managed to do this here. It's very reminiscent of Brad Keselowski years ago. How did he manage to get up on the wall? It's like he hits it. Does his truck just... What? His truck just gets up on the wall and just keeps going. I'm surprised he was able to do that. It's kind of amazing. See how long he stays on it. I don't think anybody can... He's going to be able to pull his truck off of that. Nope, he's now stuck in the fence now. Okay. That's nice to know. See Doug, he's burning it down here. Burning it down really just... but burn it down, but just throwing dirt more than anything is what he's doing. You see, can't really do a burnout on the dirt track as he just smacking the fence. Might as well do it. Truck's not going to be needed for a little bit. They can fix that. I'll be able to switch tracks. But actually, let me go to my live control room. So I'm able to control this stuff here, but I will bring up the finishing results for you guys. We will bring in the 3rd place driver in Gabriel Ellison, as I just got a notification from somebody. So we bring in Gabriel Ellison. Hey, Gabriel, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
I gotcha.
Man, so you come home third. How did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered?
Yeah, I cannot believe I got third there. I was in the back at the beginning, and Doug lapped almost the whole field, and I got trapped a lap down. Was right around in 89th, and got the lucky dog, and a couple guys got taken out, and made a good move on the last lap and got third. So I mean, I couldn't be happier. I've pretty much no third experience, so that was a good time. I feel really bad that around lap 40 or so, I drove around a little deep and hurt Doug Denos quite a bit, and I ended up with Garone flipped on his top on that Coast race. So I do apologize to him again. Hate that, but it was not intentional. But overall, I'm happy to come away with the third.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, does anybody want to thank any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching this first stream here tonight?
Yeah, man, huge thanks to all the Lucky Ducks partners, Roasted Gems Coffee, RS Button Boxes, Shady Designs, um, and huge thanks to Sim Racer Hub and the Coast Racing Network.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good second or third place finish tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you in first in the next track, man. So good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
As that was Gabriel Ellison. Looks like the internet has also affected the Discord. That definitely need to do PC restart, but we will bring in the second place driver of Stu Leslie. It might have been actually Gabriel. We'll have to see here. Hey, Stu, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, man, you come home second. How did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered?
It was a pretty eventful one, to be honest. The first run of the race there felt really good on the at the start, and of course Doug just kept pulling away a little bit by little bits, and then unfortunately just got a little bit caught up there as the track was starting to get a little bit more worn in. Had a little moment there and spin kind of down pit road. Essentially cost me a lap, and thought I was going to fall 2 laps down, but fortunately got a good caution there and took the wave around, which I was surprised at how well that worked out to really bring myself back into the race. And then from there, it was just trying to stay on top of what the track was doing and just try and make the most of it at that point. I think for me to come away with second tonight, I'm really happy with. Thought maybe I could have hung with Doug a little bit more at the end, but he was just so good out there tonight. But overall, a lot of fun and just happy to get a good result.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching this first stream here tonight?
Yeah, off in the Estes. It's they focus on news from the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. If you're into IMSA, go check them out. They got everything you need.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good second place finish tonight. Hopefully, I will see you in first the next race, but good luck, man.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
As that was Stu Leslie, and evidently the issue is on my end. I didn't know what was happening. I can't fix that right now. I tried to, and it was like, nope, you're not going to fix it. I think I might need to do a Discord restart, but we'll bring in the 7 of Douglas Newbiggin. Hey, Doug, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? I'll give him a little bit to get back here. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Hey, Doug, you got a copy?
Push the talk.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know why it does that, but, man, from the drop of the green flag to the checker, now describe how that race went for you, because that was pretty much complete domination from you.
Yeah, it went up pretty good. I mean, I definitely wanted that to go a long run personally. I felt like I left the field the way things were going. I was managing my tires and, well, not really just doing my own thing and managing the engine temperature too, because that was pretty big tonight. But yeah, from starting with the green flag, I was pretty confident looking at,
Sorry there, my family was trying to walk in. I have to yell at my sister, get out of my room, which they know I shouldn't be doing that. But, man, that was just utter domination. How do you feel about, this next race that's coming up?
I'm pretty good at Chicago, man. I'm pretty good at these, drafting tracks. Hopefully it doesn't go like Kansas, because that kind of sucked a lot. Let's just point there with that. And, Yeah, just I feel pretty confident in my qualifying abilities there. I haven't done it in a little bit. I might be a little rusty, but I mean, I could usually probably get a top three there. No biggie. As long as I just don't do what I did at Kansas, because I threw that race away. I know there, just from experience with like fixed oval and all that, I'm one of the better people who save tires to that track, or one of the best, and just it sucked to spit out that early at. But yeah, I'll put momentum on the next race, another $50. So that'd be nice.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, man, Russell Jones Coffee. Just best coffee in the world, let me tell you. Greatest coffee in the world, actually. 50% off, code Lucky Ducks, one word. Honestly, Team Lucky Ducks, team, Simrace Rob, JC Concepts. If you need RC stuff, go there. You guys, Ghost Racing Network broadcasting this, which you, and Clint and Gabe and everybody else puts this league on. So yeah, a lot of fun tonight. But wish we could have a long run, because I definitely think, like you said, it was already domination, but that would have really sealed the deal there.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good first place. Hopefully, I see you repeat. But good luck in next race, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
As that was Douglas Newbiggin, is evidently it is me on Discord. Nothing I can do about that just yet. I'll go through the finish order here, then actually do a quick PC restart because that'll evidently fix it. First is Douglas Newbiggin, second, Stu Leslie, third, Gabriel Ellison, fourth, James Nelson, fifth, Clinton Sneed, sixth, Joseph Okapin, seventh, Doug Denise, eighth, Michael Groen, ninth, Zachary Hockenmeyer, seventh, Doug D. Nice, not Doug Denise, Doug D. Nice, eighth, Michael Groen, ninth, Zachary Hockenmeyer, 10th, Brian Knoll, 11th, Matthew Ayla, 12th. And hey, those two didn't race, so those two don't matter. But that was domination by Douglas Newbiggin for sure. He kind of he was up front the whole race, and he didn't really move from that spot. But we'll have to see if he can repeat. As drivers do get an extra $50 if they repeat. Repeat wins. So we'll have to see if he's able to do that. But we got John in here. He says make him talk as long as possible. Didn't realize that, but I'm sorry for their interview. Sounded like it was talking through a robot. Evidently, Discord doesn't like me. Nothing likes me, and it's annoying right now, but I'll have that fixed before that. That's my fault, but I will roll this ad, and I will see you all I already forgot the track. I will see you all at Chicagoland.